Back when Perfect Order was a new thing, I wondered, what's the best deck in the format? It's Dragapult, and it's not even close, but I didn't know that back then, so to answer the age-old question, I made a tournament bracket with one of each deck to see which deck is truly the best. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, this is an interesting setup, but it works. Round 1 is Steven's Metagross versus Zoroark. Steven's Metagross off to a bit of a suboptimal start, and Zoroark starts and can only pass. And of course, Steven's Metagross goes for Petrol and gets Precious Trolley. Turn 1 P-Trolley is pretty good, and that's a full bench. Then Genesect uses Metallic Signal, and if we look in hand, there's already a Metang, so best you can do is get Empoleon and Metang. But what's this? All the other Metang are prized? Okay, I thought they were for a second. So, yeah. Empoleon's the main goal here. So, we're going to attach and pass. So, now this is here. And Zoroark, Lily Death. That's good. Definitely want those. But, unable to retreat, all I can do is discard Badoo, because I know I'm not able to retreat right now. And pass, and oh, okay, yeah, this is why I got Empoleon, just in case. Because, like, what can you do other than Metang? I'll attach this and Lily Dead. And Rocket's Transceiver's decent, I guess. I'll Genesect for Metagross and pass. And Zoroark desperately trying to get back on its feet. Evolve and Reshiram, because none of the attacks with Steven's Metagross one-shots Cyrano, because I want to get Petrarun and a Zoroark. I guess I could get rid of this, I guess. Then that gives me more stuff I can trade, and that gives me... I really want a bench snipe. There won't be enough space on the bench for a monkey after that, but I think it's fine. And then I have another Lillidet, I might as well trade. And that's all my trades for the turn. And now I got End's Castle, which is good, and Unfair Stamp, so then I pass. And now, after all this time, Steven Metagross. And since I have Latias, I can retreat for free. And I X-Boot. So I probably want to get a Protect Charge set up just for the sake of it. No, I don't want to bench energy. I could try to send in Sylveon. That might be the play. So I'll just not use a supporter this turn and Iron Feathers. So now Zoroark's in a really bad spot. Finally getting an energy after all this time. I think I just tactically sacrificed Zoroark. And then Empoleon is still rampaging as much as ever. And just simply use Iron Feathers again for the knockout. And from prizes I got Eevee and Night Stretcher. So that was prized. That's really good to have. So now I have Dark Energy, Finding Mochi, Unfair Stamp. What happened to Darmanitan? What? And I did make a major misplay. I should have sent in anything else. But End's Castle kind of saves me. I free retreat and then I Petrarun, Subjugating Chains. So now I'm poisoned. Night Joker and Backdraft. 70 damage to Empoleon. Not much, but it's an acceptable amount. And then Team Rocket's Petrol. So I'll Petrol, I guess. Oh, so that's something. I guess I'll just keep. So here's the thing: if I Iron Feathers right now, Zoroark is simply going to swipe back for a one-shot. No amount of Iron Feathers is going to stop that, especially with Binding Mochi. So I'll just Iron Feathers, and Zoroark is prepared now. I definitely see a line, but I'm not sure if it's the right line. Yeah, I think this is the play. I simply use Powerful Rage, and then I send in Genesect and Fez. Now this is where things get interesting. I Protect Charge, and I hope I don't get judged. Kaboom. 2 energy, Subjugating Chains. I have Boss. Wait a minute. So here's the deal. I think what I go for is a 4 prize turn. So what I'm gonna do is Flame Body Cannon. Oh wait, it died. I didn't think it would die. My whole plan hinged around it living. But little did Metagross know, or could have done anything about. This whole time, Zoroark had a boss, bossing in Latias and using Rampaging Thunder for game. I did not think that Zoroark was gonna win that. That is crazy. Next is Ogerpon Meganium versus Garchomp. This is a terrible matchup for Garchomp. It's Loki Chomp, as the name of the deck would suggest. But Ogerpon Meganium leads with Meowth. Garchomp leads with Spiritomb. What is this? I'm gonna have to attach this to Retreat. I don't think there's Air Balloon or anything, so I'll just attach and pass. Pokepad for Gible, Evolve, Power Weight, and Lilydet. Buddy Poffin, that's good. Pokepad for another Roselia. I want to have 3 so I can one-shot stuff like Arboliva with Garchomp. Ogerpon Meganium here is just scavenging for anything. And at this point, Ultra Ball, get rid of Meganium and Boss, and get Smoliv. The one thing I failed to notice about this hand, Forest of Vitality. I can finally retreat and use Oil Salvo. Oh wait, I forgot Power Weight was a thing Gabite lived. And so, with that, I'm still stuck with this start, which isn't really that good. Alright, I like Unfair Stam. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait, no, it's fine. So I Champion Call for Roserade, and okay, so it's prized. Wow, that's so awesome. That's so awesome and great. And I also Champion's Call for Garchomp. Do I have Premium Power Pro? Nope, don't have Premium Power Pro. I cannot one-shot this. Rocky Energy, Retreat. I'll just Corkscrew Dive. And still drawing abysmally, Oil Salvo time. Don't want Spiritomb to be able to do anything here. Wait, I can Unfair Stamp. Alright, so now I'm shuffling Ogerpon Meganium's abysmal hand, and it's actually cracked. Okay. And so, Rocky Energy, Draconic Buster. Actually, I also Gibble because our Arboliva is dead, but yeah, Draconic Buster. Meowth is sent in the active, but Ogerpon Meganium is still in it. Alright, so Ogerpon, Chikorita, and then pass. I'll Corkscrew Dive, which lets me draw 1. I'm just really hoping for anything like Forest of Vitality, but it really doesn't seem to want to happen. I'll go Lilydet then. We are so back. I'll Mirrored Leaf Shower and due to weakness. So how much does this do? Yeah, that does enough. All I can do is send in another Chomp in desperation. I Champion's Call to thin the deck, but there is nothing to Champion's Call, because I top-decked Gabite. And I just get all the energy in the world, of course. And there's also, I literally got all the energy in the world. There's no more energy other than that. And I simply Corkscrew Dive. Teal Dance. Ogerpon. Teal Dance. First things first, I retreat into this, and I energy switch energy onto this one, just in case. I really don't want to be taking any risks here. And then I Mirrored Leaf Shower. And at this point, it's not looking good. Also, I forgot to account for Roserade damage. Wait, no, this one died. Garchomp already won. I forgot to account for Roserade doing 30 more, and because of weakness... Wait, no, not because of weakness. We're putting this back in the prizes. It's not enough. Best I can do here, Premium Power Pro to thin the deck, Fighting Gone to thin the deck further, and I guess get this. And then Corkscrew Dive. If that third Roserade simply wasn't prized, it would be over. But unfortunately, it is. And with a Myriad Leaf Shower, the underdog falls. I'm not going to be going in depth on all the battles, because if I did, this video would be like 5 hours long. But here's a quick recap on what happened in all the other games. Dragapult fought Rocket's Mewtwo and did the Dragapult thing, getting a 4-prize turn at the end when all hope seemed lost. Festival Lead barely wins against Raging Bolt somehow, despite it being one of the most favorable matchups possible. Greninja fights Lucario, and I'll just let the whole fight play here. No. Are we for real? Are we for real? Are we for real? Okie dokie decisively beats Rocket's Honchkrow with ease. Mega Absol Box fights Alakazam. Keep in mind, back at this time period, Mega Absol Box was just a glorified version of Slop Box. And it basically donks Alakazam by just getting rid of any methods of getting more basics. Grimmsnarl fights Mega Venusaur, which is one of the most unfavorable matchups possible, but somehow, Grimmsnarl just pieces together KO after KO on the Ogerpons, and Venusaur just can't recover, and Grimmsnarl wins by a lot. Slowking fights Slopbox, and Slowking just completely bricks. Slopbox doesn't even need to knock out a Mega Kanga to win this, and Mega Starmie gets a bye, which means these are the current standings, and these are the ones who will advance to the next bracket. Festival Lead ended up fighting Slopbox, but there's one thing that I neglected to mention about Slopbox until now. This was a fully custom-made one that I built myself, and by nature of that, me being the control fiend that I am, added in a 1-1 Crustal line and Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Neither of them ended up doing anything since Festival Lead absolutely destroyed Cornerstone with Rillaboom, but I just wanted to mention it. But while all this was going on, something sinister was brewing in the background. Let's go back to the leaderboard and take a closer look at who advanced to the next round. Now, one thing that you might be noticing here is that Rocket's Honchkrow is advancing to the next round despite the fact that it lost. Somehow, I accidentally wrote that Rocket's Honchkrow won the match instead of Okidogi. And I am only learning of this now during the editing process. Rocket's Honchkrow advances to the next round, robbing Okidogi of its spot, and immediately goes on to lose against Ogerpon Meganium. But somehow, despite this, I end up accidentally writing down that Honchkrow won a second time, despite the fact that it very clearly didn't. Things continue on, and Lucario fights Mega Absol Box and just absolutely destroys it. Like, Absol doesn't even get to fire off a single attack. Dragapult fights Zoroark, and yeah, Zoroark is known as the Dragapult Killer, but still, even with this, I still managed to make a huge mistake that would impact the entire rest of this tournament. I did not read that Flame Body Cannon is supposed to discard your energy, so Zoroark could just spam Flame Body Cannon and get rid of all the Dreepies and Dracloaks. And for the last game of the second phase, Grimmsnarl fights Starmie, the battle of the Frostlass Monkey Dory decks. And as expected, Grimmsnarl proves why it's the better Frostlass deck. Really, I hate Starmie so much. And that ends phase 2. Here are the ones who are going to be making it into Top Cut. Honchkrow gets a bye, because of course it does, and Grimmsnarl gets put in yet another impossible situation. And Lucario fights the seemingly even matchup of Zoroark. So let's see how that went. Zoroark just absolutely destroyed Lucario. It wasn't even close. Same goes for Grimmsnarl, but the recording wasn't really working, so all I could really get was Festival Lead's board state at the end. And so with no interesting games happening in Top Cut, we advance to the semi-finals. And Zoroark gets a bye, finally able to rest for a second after its reign of terror. And Rocket's Honchkrow has to fight Festival Lead, by far its worst matchup. And I know this is an extremely one-sided game, but I'll just let it play out anyway, because, like, it's semi-finals. Festival Lead's still in the dumps withdrawing, and can only pass it back, as Rocket's Honchkrow can just continue on. Rocket's Proton, sending the deck further by getting every Team Rocket's basic Pokemon that is even there. Use double Archer with Rocket's Feathers to beat Grookey. And now it's really looking bad for Festival Lead. And all I can do here is Lana's aid Grookey and retreat, hoping that it won't happen again. But Rocket's Honchkrow is out of supporters. Could this be the win condition? There isn't even anything Honchkrow can do. All it can do is pass it back. Meanwhile, Festival Lead still has nothing, and Rocket's Honchkrow draws a Transceiver. 2 prize liabilities aren't something you want against Festival Lead, so I simply place another Murkrow, evolve Porygon, Ultra Ball getting rid of Articuno and Fez, and then with the Transceiver I get Ariana. And bingo. And I draw another 2 because of Rocket's Factory. It's so cooked. I don't know if I even need Archer anymore at this point. Get rid of the Giovanni, Petrol, and get out of there. Festival Lead draws Bug Catching Set. Gets Dipplin and Thwacky. But it was 1 turn too late. All Festival Lead can do is simply hope. Hope that the efforts of this entire tournament will be enough. Evolving Dipplin, playing Festival Grounds, and do the wave twice for 40 damage. Honchkrow is still going strong, replacing Festival Grounds immediately. Evolving Honchkrow and discarding Giovanni and Ariana to be another one. I forgot to take prizes from all these. That's 3 prizes. In Festival Lead, left with no options, can do nothing but pass it back. As Rocket's Honchkrow deals the final blow with Rocket Feathers to end the game. Well, that's a frustrating way for my main deck to go out. And now, with Zoroark getting a bye, it is time for the finals. The 2 decks that went 4-0, Rocket's Honchkrow and Zoroark. And now for the coin flip. Rocket's Honchkrow is going to be going first. Now, there's not much that can be done except use Proton, let's go, and pass. Zoroark attaches, puts down Zekrom as to not get donked, doesn't use Lily's Determination because Zoroark is in hand and I really don't want to lose that, and scratch. But unfortunately, Rocket's Honchkrow has the answer. Do I want to risk it? I risk it for the biscuit. Yep, it was worth it. Evolve Honchkrow, and Rocket Feathers. Now this looks really bad for Zoroark. Night Stretcher Zorua, ends PP up, and Dark Energy, and Lily's Determination. And I got Badoo, but I have no way to retreat into it. Buddy Buddy Poffin, get 2 more Zorua, Ultra Ball, getting rid of Lily's Determination, and Badoo in favor of Fez, just for that extra draw support. Flip that script, and now things are going well. But all I can do is pass it back. I don't like my chances if I just do that, so I'm gonna just pass. Zoroark knows where it's at. Evolve, Cyrano, evolve, attached an energy to this, ends Castle, retreat. I don't think I'm going to be using Petrarun, because I really need bench space right now. Pokepad for something, I guess. I'll get a Darumaka, why not? Lily's Determination. Alright, and so, Night Joker for Rampaging Thunder. Rocket's Factory, get rid of End's Castle, double Night Stretcher, just to thin the hand. I draw 3 from this, and then another 2 from Rocket Factory, and hope that's enough. And it isn't, so that's not good. I guess I just, no, I don't want to waste resources. I guess I just pass. Evolved Darmanitan, trade away 2 Buddy Poffins, And now I can't attack with this one because Rampaging Thunder, so I can just normally retreat. And I think I'm gonna go for the more long-term play, and that is Flame Body Cannon to do 90 and beat this Murkrow. My goal is to run them out of Honchkrows as fast as possible, and I think that is what I'm going to do. At this point, what do I do? I can still try. Place down all my Articunos, just so I can have that extra hand space. Ignition Energy. Team Rocket's Ariana to draw 1. And Team Rocket's Factory. Rotostick and Team Rocket's Archer. We're so back. Rid of Archer, Proton, Giovanni, Ariana, Giovanni, and Giovanni for the one-shot. Dark Energy and BPF. Petrarun, Subjugating Chains that in. Do I do it? I think I do. Boss in Porygon for mass destruction. Unfair Stamp. And speed up. Attach one to this Zoroark. Trade away Darmanitan. Team Rocket's Watchtower. Now, Flame Body Cannon to beat both of these. But little did you know. Archer, Unfair Stamp time. Rocket's Factory draws 2 more. Oh no! I think I have to go with Fez here. This really isn't good. Rotostick, nothing. Rotostick, nothing again. There are 3 supporters left in the deck. Meanwhile, Zoroark is getting Unfair Stamped, but has a more than recoverable hand with purely tradable things and a Dark Energy. So all I can really do is attach an energy and just throw away a Petrol just to make the kill that much closer. As Zoroark just bounces back. And also poison damage, forgot to do that between turns. Trade away a Black Belt, trade away a Buddy Poffin. And this is a more than favorable position. Now let's hope I don't get Unfair Stamped again. You know what, no, I'm not risking the Unfair Stamp. I'm just gonna boss in Fez and Rampaging Thunder. I need to advance the prize race as much as possible, especially against a 1 prize deck. And sure enough, the Unfair Stamp is there, but just a moment too late. Draw from Factory. If Porygon was there, this could have ended so differently, but unfortunately that's not the way things went. In a last-ditch effort, Rocket's Transceiver, Miracle Headset. The final stand, triple Rocket's Proton. But Zoroark is left with a sliver. But it isn't, because of poison damage from Pecharunt. We're still in this, but we actually aren't, because with a Rampaging Thunder, the game is over, leaving Zoroark the winner of it all. Now, I do kind of wish that Rocket's Honchkrow won, because it would have been funny, but this is probably the expected result, really. And with that, Zoroark is crowned the winner of it all. And here are the standings. Greninja, Stevens, Metagross, Slowking Box, Venusaur, Okidogi, Raging Bolt, and Rocket's Mewtwo, and Alakazam at 0-5. Lulu's Clefairy, Mega Absolbox, Cynthia's Garchomp, Ogerpon, Megadium, Starmie, and Polt at 1-4. Grimmsnarl and Lucario at 2-2. Festival Elite and Honchkrow at 4-1. And Zoroark at 5-0. The winner of it all. And Zoroark is pretty good, but I don't think I'm going to play it post-rotation. So, this is probably the most coverage that it's going to get from me. This was really fun. I'll probably do this again sometime with some other format. I was going to do this with Ascended Heroes, to just as a celebration of rotation and all, but I think it's a bit late for that. And so, that is all for now. See you in the next one.